I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video, Is IMMUTABLE scamming the users? With the announcement from yesterday, there are so many things happening in the industry. Let's have a look. Nothing in this video is financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. Let's just have a quick look at Bitcoin and Ethereum before we head straight over to IMMUTABLE and what has happened there, because that is definitely 100% quite strange. Bitcoin standing strong at 38.5 right now, having quite some volatility. As you can see, the last 24 hours went basically from 36.5, basically reaching for 39-ish right now, but did get like a small dip here. We can see the linear upward trend. Across 7 days, it's still extremely volatile. And this is also basically what we see when we look at the Fear and Greed Index, still hovering at around 20. In extreme fear last month, last week, yesterday, and now. We remember that one day when it did cover on the news 28, when there was less fear. Now there's more significant fear. We can definitely see that. At the same time, Ethereum is climbing up, hitting almost 2,900, meaning that the NFTs are becoming more expensive, and we'll see this when we see OpenSea. The prices are currently dropping. Same pattern, same quiet style volatility on Ethereum. These ones are quite matched. Well, now let's have a look at IMMUTABLE, because as you see, the top 100 is all looking extremely well. The wormhole has been recovered, at least Solana after that wormhole exploit did recover quite nicely. There was a tremendous dip, right? And the recovery was imminent after that, and hopefully will continue to move forward like that. Luna is extremely quiet at the moment. However, everything else is pretty much in the green with some significant movement in the top 100. Monero pulling in almost 13% gain today, Neo 12%. We got Convex putting almost 15%. However, when you scroll down in the top 100, there is no IMMUTABLE. So what has happened? If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure to do so, because I do post a lot of announcements there. You can follow me at It's Digits on Twitter. I was reading a post from Loopify, which was posted an hour ago, where it was pretty crazy that IMMUTABLE had a grant partnership with Gamestop, but it looks like they were offered close to 100 million worth of IMMUTABLE, which they went ahead and dumped 30 million worth straight after the announcement. Obviously a super bad move, as it was extremely traceable. So these guys basically expose IMMUTABLE, prove on-chain transactions, which anybody can track, right, off the IMMUTABLE token. And we can basically see the wallet, the exact award as in the milestones below. So they have the grant milestones, which are then being offered. You can see exactly what happened, if this is supposed to be true, right? I didn't research it in detail, but if you look at the chart, it speaks for itself. So IMMUTABLE gone after the 47% gain, and then we can find it here losing over 30% of its value overnight because of this ridiculous move they pulled. Right, over the 7 days, here was the announcement. A classic pump and dump by the project itself. A layer 2 protocol with a valuation of 650 million on the current market cap, 5.6 billion diluted. This is a full retardation fuck up move. Why did this happen? How is it going to damage their reputation? That is one of the bigger questions. So basically on the collab announcement with Gamestop, which I covered yesterday. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and following these daily videos every day between 3 and 4 p.m. UTC, I post these videos where I cover all of the latest news as far as I'm aware regarding the cryptocurrency market. So make sure you are subscribed in order to follow everything. So there was a huge pump, right? And they literally sold on 423, which was the highest. And then basically in 3 transactions, they funneled off $30 million worth, which basically slowly crashed the price. Obviously, when that news came out, there was instant FUD, and this guy goes into some detail what has happened. Thanks for covering this. That's definitely crazy. It sucks that people got burned by this, but grams are meant to be spent. Yes and no. It's obviously a two-sided sword in this situation. Should they have dumped it immediately on the all-time high, burning their own users? Maybe not. Or the people who were bullish on IMMUTABLE, who believed in the process. According to my opinion, I think the grant was supposed to be utilized in a more efficient manner. They chose to basically wreck it at the first near opportunity. They could have done this a lot less aggressive, in my opinion. Is it their right to do so? Yes, 100%. Right? So this is the cryptocurrency market. There are very little rules. But I don't think that makes it okay what they have done when the users and the usability in that case, if we look at like the 31st of January a couple of days ago, it was 248. Right now it's 285, so it's almost back as if nothing has happened with this major partnership. And they were in the news for so much good news, right? There was so much good news. Congratulations on the partnership. Congratulations on the partnership. Everybody was talking about the partnership and how great that was, right? For the entire market, for the adoption, for mass adoption of crypto in general. However, this move, I think, could have gone a lot smarter, right? So over 40 million coins have been released into circulation since they released the news. There are still over 1.7 billion coins that can release and devalue your investment. They are threatening apes with Series A funding. Do not buy this. Well, I don't know if that's exactly a good advice. Obviously, no financial advice here. But definitely important that people are wondering, why is the price down? Well, they haven't seen, obviously, that huge pump and then the dump that occurred, which I think is a little bit ridiculous on this level. But anyway, that's all the news for IMMUTABLE. If you're interested, go to Lupify. If you don't follow him, he's the NFT guy. Go to his Twitter. Go to my Twitter. I will retweet this, which then you can find on my Twitter. So make sure, if you are at my Twitter, at itsdigits, to follow me. I have some other interesting news. We're going back to the gaming scene, as that is where we truly belong, right? We truly belong there. So when we look at the gaming, everything is super fruitful. I got rid of my Decentraland. I got rid of my Gala. I basically took an exit out of all my gaming tokens because I made a 15 to 30% gain on almost all of them. Especially Vulcan, I sold at 13.88, I think, and I bought that at 10 like a week ago. So I was extremely happy with the gains, and I know everybody loves to diamond hand that shit, but not me. I needed liquidity to participate in my own NFT mint. Yes, I don't get them for free. I still need to mint them. So I needed some Ethereum for that. So I sold my Vulcan and I basically minted my own NFT project, which I will show you in a second. But everything is looking extremely good. So I took my profits. As I always say, take profits. Don't diamond hand anything for too long unless you're extremely bullish on it, right? So I have Chambi Valley and Cryo War in my long-term portfolio for gaming. I'm not going to sell those no matter what. I'll just hold on to those for the long term, right? I'm not even looking at the prices anyway. So UFO gaming still going really strong. Very excited to see what they're going to bring in the short term. CDeFi regaining a little bit. It's more a launchpad than in the gaming. Mines of Delania after their extreme run, pretty quiet today. And Krabata, right? We keep coming back at Krabata, still gaining 10% today after the huge run, what they've already done. Veracity still not doing much. Any other big gainers on the scene today? Which I do know, right? I'm skipping some of the coins that I have personally no experience with. Solchic's gaining 17%. They do need to gain a lot more to get back to IDO price, which is 5 cents. And there's just over a week left until the next IDO vesting is released. And those scores will go back to 2 cents, right? So they either gain back to 5 cents for it to later drop again once the IDO vesting is released, because that will be a lot of tokens. Did I see Defina Finance taking some hits? Let me go back, because that would be quite interesting. Defina Finance, 15% down, so this would be definitely an interesting opportunity. I've covered Defina before on this channel, and it is a very bullish looking game. The opportunity for the adoption is just there, and it looks really good. Sidus as well made an announcement today. I don't know, here Sidus Heroes. It's not really doing that much. Senate, I think, is on the other page. But they made a partnership with IMMUTABLE brands, which obviously for the gaming niche inside crypto gaming is very, very good of a sign. And IMMUTABLE supporting most of the major brands in crypto gaming at the moment as a venture capital support system that they offer through everything, all the assets that they have accumulated so far. Let me see what else we have. MMO coin, I'm not familiar with it. And the Neko taking a huge dump on the vesting that's being released today. So I previously told you about the great opportunity. In my opinion, potentially it's here right now, taking an 80% decrease because the vesting is released today. However, the game is being played hardcore right now. The alpha, the live version, the live launch has actually been implemented only 2 weeks ago. So the Neko definitely hot right now. When we look at the rest of the list, I didn't see the Senate token yet. Oh, here it is. Oh no, that looks almost the same logo, but it's not the same. Maybe the market cap is a lot lower, or I missed it already. Altura 6.7, still quite low. Cryo War 45, still not that interesting. These need like more time to regain their position. Monkey Ball still losing, where everything is almost gaining. Monkey Ball still going down. Extremely shit project. Anyway, here's Senate. There we go. Senate is right here. Also down, a little strange because Sidus is up. Bit Hotel gaining like crazy, 35.7%. I think that's the biggest gainer as of today. That is a huge bullish move right here. As you can see, significant pump, specifically in the last hour. The volume has been exponential, only being traded on PancakeSwap really. Let's head over to their community real quick on Twitter, just to see if there was a major announcement being made that caused this. 3 more days, Bit Hotel Lunapad. They're going to mint some NFTs, I assume, for guaranteed whitelist spot and room allocation Lunapad IRO. View the overview. So this is in Luna. This has nothing to do with Bit Hotel. So why is the coin pumping? People may be just excited because large purchases are coming in. Yeah, I guess so, because there has been no significant announcement on Twitter. But obviously a 35% gain for a market cap potential does show very, very bullish movement here on something that could be huge, right? Very low volume still, very low market cap, but 35% gain. It might come down a little bit tomorrow. But definitely can keep your eye on small coins like this, because the market is quite volatile still, right? Quite volatile indeed. So that's basically the biggest, because these are all unverified market caps, so they're quite hard to analyze, but there's so many games out right now, you really need to filter them properly. When we go into the categories, one thing I would love to have a look at, which I actually didn't even check yet today, I've been so busy, is obviously the launch pads, right? The launch pads is very, very big one. So UV Gaming, Superfarm. I covered Superfarm quite some times. I did get some good questions in my Discord community regarding Superfarm, regarding the fully diluted market cap. I think I'm still really bullish on Superfarm, no matter the market cap. I think this can go top 100 quite easy. Bluezilla launchpads regaining their value. That is good to see. Paid network being stable. This is losing some value, IDIA, but it has been on a quite a significant run. So that is obviously normal, I would say. GameZone, KCC pads. So all the Bluezilla pads are in the green, but none of them have really recovered the big losses that occurred last week, right? So that's still a work in progress from their end. Xava from the Avalanche blockchain is making some gains today, but there's nothing really that significant. Engine Starter lost a lot of its value, 25%. Anything else which is really standing out? Gammy World, I'm not familiar with that launch pad. Meme pad making very minor gains, but that is extremely gone down. The volume is almost nothing as well, the tradable volume. So that launch pad has definitely seen its best days. The launch pad's apparently quite boring, right? There's nothing really too much. No extremely big gainers on the famous launch pads. No significant losers either. While the gaming is moving, the top 100 is moving, the launchpads are a little bit quiet. One of the reasons for this might be that due to the volatility of the market, there is a lot of risk and IDOs are being postponed. If IDOs are being postponed and private sales, obviously these launch pads have little to no use, and the coins are being dumped when the market is already fearful. So you definitely have to keep that in mind. Let's head over to the NFTs. I'm going to go to OpenSea. I'm going to go to Digits Club, which is the NFT series that I own, and I just launched my phase 2, which was a private sale being auctioned to my earliest supporters. Let me see if where I put it. Sort by recently created, because they just minted. There we go. People are still minting. So there's about 1,000 being published to the market today. There are only very little for sale. There's literally 5 for sale. The lowest one being half an Ethereum, 0.7, 1 for. If you're interested in joining the whitelist sale that is happening soon, which is 0.2 Ethereum, check the Discord link in the description down below. If you're super impatient, you would have to buy one from OpenSea. As you can see, a lot of people minted already, but nobody is selling. And that's for a good reason, because we have amazing things planned. Digits Club is an NFT membership that gives you access to a private Discord where we only talk about IDOs, launch pads, and amazing opportunities in the crypto market right now. So that is what our community focuses on. If you want to be a member, you need to have an NFT. You can join the free community as well. There's a link in the description down below. We have some free channels there, but obviously all the premium and juicy information is discussed in the private section if you have an NFT. All right. What is looking? So Asuki went down 10.9 Ethereum. A couple of days ago, 16 and 19 Ethereum. So definitely has declined over the last 7 days. Today made some little bit more gains. Bored Ape Yacht Club back above 100 Ethereum. Mutant Apes 23.6. That's looking quite healthy. Quite good, still high in my opinion. Bored Ape Kennel Club, again 10 Ethereum. So when these two move, right, Bored Ape, Mutant Ape, the Bored Ape Kennel Club has moved as well at the same time. Now when we look at the complete overview and we scroll all the way down to the more interesting things for me, I am looking at Neo Tokyo Outer Identities, floor sitting at 8. The tournament is starting tonight. People cannot qualify anymore for the tournament. You can no longer sign up. So anybody who bought these NFTs here, they cannot use them for the tournament. They may be just buying them to be bullish on what's going to happen when the awards are being given out. I did buy another one, which was yesterday for the tournament. It was about $40,000. So I have 2 Outer Identities and I have 1 Neo Tokyo Citizen. Very excited to play in the tournament tonight, although I've been up since 6:30 a.m. and I'm playing at 1 a.m. So that will be a late one for me. We're playing PUBG, a game that I've never played before. But if I do well, I can win some really crazy NFTs. And I'm just going to play myself. I know people hire professional players to play for them, but not me. I'm going to play myself and have some fun. I also am looking at Journey Club, just because that's very similar to the project that I have set up. Obviously, they focus on NFTs, I focus on launchpads and IDOs, but that's a 4.8 Ethereum floor, so that's also extremely stable at the moment. All of the other projects really that I look at are not really doing anything major at the moment, and that's why I'm not really covering them. I'm always quite quick when I look at the NFTs on OpenSea. I'll look at the LuxRare rewards still. The APR is up again, 581 from 440 yesterday. However, when you look at the actual LuxRare token, it is not doing so well. So it has definitely dropped in value from that 5.60 top all the way down, almost $1 off, right? It's trying to regain some of its value right now. But with the market cap sitting at about $1 billion, it would definitely be huge if they could get that verified ASAP for the opportunity that is at hand here. Obviously, the whitewashing still a very big problem there, potentially. Now, when we go back to one of our quick gaming reviews, right? FN still stuck, so we would have to go to Pukun. I don't know why that is specifically, but there was something I do want to show you, which is the FN trailer, which looks really, really amazing. So on the announcement of the FN trailer, there was a huge pump followed by a dump, which makes sense. It's still holding about 9x IDO price. while we still have to wait for the other vesting to be released. So this is what the chart looks like. Extremely healthy, looks quite normal. Holding still fully diluted, 1.2 billion, extremely impressive. But the official Nexus World trailer, it just looks really, really good. I was extremely impressed. I'm going to turn off the volume, but this is the Affin trailer, which just means that a long-term vision for Affin, their focus of a metaverse that integrates the metaverse gameplay with real life, I think is really resembled here and translated really simple for anybody to understand, which is their focus, mass adoption, which this trailer really tells them that without being too techy, too difficult. I think it's really cool that they use the ring to basically make the match, and then she's stroking the dog. That's so fun. And on her phone, she's actually in the metaverse, which is like super crazy. Definitely really, really cool. And I like the style as well. It's simplistic. I mean, it's accessible for adults. It's accessible for kids, you know. And I assume they focus on the APAC market, which then also makes sense. Kind of like Pokemon style as well. And here she's like with all the Affin minions, and she's ready to fight. And then they're charging to battle against the monster Affin. More fun together. Very, very cool. Which made me definitely more hyped about Affin. And the price also resembles this. It's holding really strong across the board since the launch. So definitely really good there. When we look at Neneko, we saw the major drop after the vesting being released, but it's already picking up. So if you're watching this, I don't know if you're still early or a little bit too late, but it has already gained again back 10-12% of what it did initially lose after that vesting was released, when people started to dump, because those people still on the vesting had a extremely good return. So that makes sense. Falcon, as I mentioned, extremely good gains. I've covered it multiple times. Those rides here, I mentioned in the video yesterday, you could potentially buy here, and again it went up. It's basically repeating the same cycle over and over again. When you look at the flow, up, down, up, down, up, down, the pattern is just basically the same pattern. Obviously it moves with the market, but it's a lot more on a 7-day, especially on a 1-day chart, a lot more volatile than any of the other major coins, because this has already quite a major market cap as well. Now, when we look at Magicraft, it's the last one on the list, 1.5. It's not doing that much, right? It looks very volatile on a daily basis, but that's because the volume is so low. So there's not many discrepancies. The volume is just low, tradable volume, and that's why the chart looks like this. Definitely no longer going to look at this on a daily basis at least. However, I'm curious to see how it performs. For today, I think we should be quite happy. What's happening with Bitcoin? It's pumping right now. Literally while I'm doing this, I showed you before it was 38. Right now it's 39.5. Would be amazing if Bitcoin is going to break 40K. Bitcoin to 40K and Immutable X scamming its users. That might be the title, clickbaity title of this video. Look, 39.6. It's moving into the right direction, guys. Who knows, we might see the 40K, or it might retest and go down again. Every day is a journey in the crypto market, and I'll be here again tomorrow to cover all the updates for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.